I ain't wanna take it like my nigga fuck. I'm on some raw nigga shit. Take a nigga get do the dash in the wet. Got the cash in the wet. I pull up with a stick. I let that shit hit. Shut up. Fuck that nigga get. I'm on some raw nigga shit. Take a nigga get do the dash in the wet. Got the cash in the wet. I pull up with a stick. I let that shit hit. Shut up. Fuck that nigga get.
NSLAP.
Let's get this game started, baby! And Bob in the water rain. Red Bull and Bob lane. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Red dirt racks on a new chain. My bitch love doing cocaine. Ooh, I put a bitch up a guy named you. I can't buy them in the water rain. Red Bull and Bob lane. Hey, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. My mom started on the rent. Mom said live in a tent. Yeah, just ain't doing the dance. Me and my girl take millions. Dude, none of this shit mean new to me. Fuck my teeth out to the reach. Boss around, boss around in the cheese. Let your hair lock on your company. Bitch, smell like cigarettes. Rap on the beach, I project. Yeah, they keep me out the lane on first set. Everybody pop project. Everybody scream for a wet jack. Little part still sell that milk. Hang around with this ain't no tag. Fuck a little bitch, man, pussy wet. Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Let me get back to my boys. CLC all. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Straight down racks on a new chain. Cupcake fever. What is it? What's it? Motorsports, put that thing in sports, dude. Shawty bad, pop a like a sport. You a dork, never been a sport. Young cat, my cup tastes like a man.
You a sheep? Go through what the who?
It's not a reliable source. No, tell me, have you seen? Let me wrap my weave up. I'm the trust to lean up. Tell me my gasoline.
Oh, Schwartz. Put that thing in Schwartz. Shot that. Pop up like a port. You a dork. Never in the sports.
Watch your man. You should watch your mouth. Administer mouth to mouth. You see that? That's what I am about. I am the champ. I am making a pound. Attention. I'ma need you to face front. You don't want smoke with me. This is a lace blunt. Rap jacket hair. We ain't pulling the face gun. My crown won't fit when your bum ass lace front. You bitches catching the fade. Shout out my nigga Lil Pussy. I'll let your friends be dead.
You still pussy.
I call him Ricky. He lays me like
pussy. Hi, mama. That's crazy. I should have picked out it. I just finished. He said no better. Mama.
You know this pussy is juicy. This fun, she's come to me. You can't get it as that though. I don't work in no office.
Check him out.
Copy into that back though. I ain't trying to be violent. Keep on to this slaps hoe. Get you line for that paper like a loose leaf when that strap blow. I'm with a couple bad bitches that'll rip the party. Quavo the QB, I'm Nick Party. Pull up in the space coupe on a link with Marty. I can actually
NFL 18.
Cardi, yo, Nick, didn't you just do a hit with Cardi? And two, but my niggas send hits like Cardi. So rap like the things on the head of a start.
And you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is a pickup there as that extends this drive.
What up?
Game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved.
What up?
Neanderthal. Okay. I I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be
hipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground. Defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play. Nerves come into play. And despite the training, the ball was tipped off. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I hate you.
Great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And I don't think this has a carry. It does not. It's no good. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On 1st down, Newton. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one better. Throwing is Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Don't play Call of
10
Duty
yards
after
there to
this.
start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Have you read? Don't say bird.
Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
I thought you said that ain't not there.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Graham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Seahawk 1st down.
You gonna
Wilson
hit
to
the
his big target, Graham.
Shut up, my nigga. Shout out to my nigga LeBussy.
Really well, and give him the chance to let it develop a little bit. You can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson, 34 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a 1st quarter lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off.
And the kid will still be running too.
Fozzie Whitaker now on the return.
Yeah.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here are the the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Maxwell. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 30.
Hey, put it on now.
Six-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level before you blink. If you give him any time to block it. I always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. To throw is Wilson. To throw again. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
NFL 18.
Now Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Again, Wilson. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Mike Davis from a yard out. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess you have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Now Wilson on second down. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back?
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett taking it in. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Walsh now for the PAT.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Well, hey, that gives us a second here to sneak in the discussion about fantasy football players who won championships, giving back maybe to the players that helped them win that championship. So Todd Gurley has a great week, 15 and 16, and it started where people are actually donating money to Todd Gurley's charity, and over 10 grand has gone to his Shriners charity.
Yeah, I think it's a fantastic concept, and wherever it came from, a lot of it is just in the spirit of helping others, you know? So, hey, I won my league. This player did this to help me. Of choice, help some others who can't help themselves. It did not hurt that this really sprang up around the holiday season. that spirit of giving. And now a lot of players who help contribute to people winning championships, I think they'll see a little bit extra in their charity causes, kitty, when the whole thing is done.
Charles, by the way, totally switching gears. Did you see the Andy Dalton Buffalo Bills thing and how much money has been given to his charities since he had the winning pass that put the Bills in the playoffs?
How about the Bills fans? Now, number one, obviously appreciative of the pass Andy Dalton made on 4th and 12, right, to Tyler Boyd, and he goes the whole way, and they get to the playoffs. Number two, the Bills haven't been to the playoffs in 17 years. So I heard that a lot of fans donated in $17 increments to represent the 17 years. And last I heard, somewhere around $345,000 goes to Andy Dalton's charity, his foundation. So it's a win-win all the way around. And the best part was, this weekend in Jacksonville, I saw a picture of a Bills fan wearing a Bills jersey, number 14, with the name Dalton on the back of it. How about that?
Only bad news for the Bills fans, an early exit with a 10-3 defeat. Now Newton on first down. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Newton on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Pass interference. Offense.
Well, so much for the first down.
And they could have, would have, should have had a first down, but my English teacher's not going to be happy with this one. They didn't.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Graham. And they'll bring him down.
Guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's Wilson, buying time to his left. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we've come upon halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Wilson. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second and 5. Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Well, Charles, we got a split second here. Let's look ahead to this divisional round weekend coming up. Jacksonville, Pittsburgh. Now, those two teams met. You remember week 3, Jacksonville won 30-9. That was the game that Ben Roethlisberger said afterwards, hey, maybe I don't have it anymore.
Man, that's because he threw 5 interceptions in the game and really put his team in a deficit and in a hole. And, you know, since that time, Big Ben has shown us that he still has it. So that's not an issue at all. They expect Antonio Brown to be fully healthy for the game at wide receiver for Pittsburgh. But Jacksonville's defense, dominant in the first-round playoff game against Buffalo. They expect to be that way against Pittsburgh as well. They're playing with a lot of confidence.
Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
On 1st and 10, Newton. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Newton on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sheldon Richardson able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen. And they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
Play clock winding down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion. Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now it's Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman. And nothing there on the return that got the football, but they'll have to start this